recording. No, so we're going to go through the workbook, and I'm just going to do this, and right after class, I'm going to post it on YouTube, like with the link that I showed you, and that's where you're finding this recording right now, because you're listening to the recording. Oh, wait, never mind, y'all are still there. I know, it's amazing, right? So let's talk about some of this stuff. And so what you're doing, because if you don't have a workbook, that's fine. Just kind of take a quick notes here and there, where you could just like watch me or something. So I'm going to fill in some blanks, and y'all are going to be like, yeah, Chad. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Y'all are awesome. So the first one is statistics. Yep. I can't even spell. Ah, man. Wait, Control Z? Control Z doesn't work. I have to erase. Statistics. Okay. Is the science of collecting, organizing, summarizing data. Boom. Yeah. So that's what we're doing here. That's like the class basically. Let me go through some more here. So we got the population. I'm going to talk more about this here in just a second. Population, and then we have sample. We have sample, and then I'm going to write here representative sample. I'm going to explain this here in a second. And then finally, individual. Okay, let's pause. Hello. Statistics? Cool. You're in the right place. Oh, you're good. No problem at all. So the big thing that we need to take away from this, and what the questions are going to be about here in a second, is population versus sample. We need to see population is like the entire group, or I'm going to say some keywords here, all, every, each. So if you see these keywords, it's kind of indicating a population. A sample, I would say, is like some, or again, subset. Let's talk about it. And y'all are going to help me talk about it, right? Y'all are going to talk. So let's say we have population is all of America. Yeah, that's a nice population. A subset would be everyone in Texas. So that would be a sample. If I had, say, the population is everybody in Texas, yeah, so then a sample could be everyone in Bell County. See how we can like break it down basically? Okay. So y'all help me. I want y'all to like make something up. I'm going to do a population. You're going to be a sample. Okay. You're going to tell me something. So I'm going to say population, all CTC students. Okay. So what would be a sample? Give me one. Okay. By major. Okay. That's cool. Give me another one. Got all CTC students. I want just some of them, like a group. What would that be? Awesome. Class is a certain time block. I love it. How about even this class, right? This class is a sample. Here's another one. Population, us. Everyone here in this room, that's the population. What would be a sample of us? There it is. Everyone in the class, everyone got rained on. Hello. Statistics? You're in the right place. Thank you. Okay. We can also do male, female, right? We can do majors, even in this classroom. So lots of different ways to see sample and population. Cool. Okay. So we're going to do basically a whole bunch of questions about that. So sample population questions. And y'all are going to help me. So determine if it's a population or a sample. Is it everybody or is it some people? Make sense? So salary of every teacher in a school. What kind? Sample population, which one? Population, right here. It says every, each, all, right? That's the key word there, right? So it's definitely population. It's going to be one of these two guys right here. So then which one makes the most sense, A or C? A? Yeah, because it's saying all teachers, right? And that's that other keyword for population. See here it says subset. That's not a population. That's a sample. See? So we're just like reading and seeing which ones make the most sense. Cool? So far so good? Okay, what about this guy? So I got grades of 5 students in a classroom of 30. Sample population, which one? Sample. Between A and C, which one is it going to be? C, because sample is a subset. There it is. Cool? Awesome. Do you like Can you hear me? I pulled it out of the socket here. Okay, it's working again. Let me go back through that real quick. Parameter, I have to erase that thing now. Parameter, population, sample statistic. Cool? Okay, cool. So again, we're really just asking, again, is it the population that we're talking about, or is it a sample that we're talking about? This other stuff is just the math of that. Okay, 39% of people like hot dogs. Yeah, so that's math, right? 78% of people eat ice cream every day. I don't know, I'm just making stuff up, but you can see the math there. Yeah. So let's go through some of these guys here. You're interested in the field of legalization. We got this many adults, and you're saying yes or no. 48% say they're in favor, so they want to just answer questions for that. Okay. So what is the population? You tell me. What makes sense here? Population, everybody, right? What would you say? Yeah, exactly. All adults, everybody, right? You're wanting to say blah 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 legalization in the country, right? In the country. So just the population would be everybody. But then what would be the sample in this particular case? Right. So that's the 1,100 adults selected, right? So like in a way, here's a question. The census is going to come up eventually, right? So on the census, do you think that we can get this question on the census for all of America? Probably not. It's probably not going to make it on the census. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. The one that I've been wanting to put on the census forever is, do you like pizza? Yeah. No. See, some people don't like pizza. It's okay. So I want to know on the census. I want to say how many Americans like or don't like pizza. Do you think that's going to make it on the census? Definitely not. Definitely not. So like the thing is we have to use these samples. And in this case, 1,001 people is pretty good to generally see what we're all thinking. Does it make sense? Okay, cool. I have no clue what to put here, so I'm just going to copy down, and you're going to like copy it as well. Okay. So these are the responses of the questions. Responses of the questions or the question. The data collected is either you favor or you oppose, and then 48% is a statistic because it's talking about the sample statistic, right? From those 1,001, that was a sample. So if you're talking math, statistic. SSPP, right? That's how it works. It's a good thing I have this here, right? And it was verified by the person who made this workbook because I didn't make this workbook. I don't know what's going on here. But I show up with it. It's really cool. It's fun. Any questions on the stuff right now? Okay, cool. You tell me if I scroll or not. I can wait as long as you like. What? No, it's not that time. No. You're wondering what that was. So we need to go down to the Advanced Math Lab here a little bit and just get the tour down there. That's where you can do your homework if you want to, get tutoring help if you like, or and certainly do your exams. But we're not going right yet. We're going to go in a little bit, okay? You're going to remind me? Oh, thank you. I like you guys. This is fun. Is it okay to, I don't mind waiting or scrolling. You tell me. Scroll? Scrolling? Slowly. Thank you. Yes, doing it now. Yeah, exactly. All right. Same thing here. Determine if it's a parameter or a statistic. Parameter comes from what again? What's it associated with? Population. Yeah, and a statistic is associated with sample. Very good. Okay, so that's what they're asking in the end. So 48.2% of all students own a car. What do we got? Is that population we're looking at? You statistic? It says of all, though. Oh. I'm going to say parameter. Is that what I got over here? I got parameter, yeah. Parameter. Because this all is saying population. Ooh, let me erase that real quick because that just got weird. Population. Awesome. So out of a sample of 100 students, we found this much own a car. What is this going to be? Statistic, exactly. Sample statistic. Do you think you can like click on the homework and get these answers now? Remember that one that I couldn't do earlier? This is going to be no problem now because I got the definitions. So wants to estimate the percentage, owns at least one dog, 100 people selected, ask if they have dogs. What is the parameter? So again, this is the math for what? Exactly, the population. So this is the math for the population. Which one makes the most sense here? You tell me. I like that. All. See, population, all, right? Oh, there's another one right there. Yeah. C, because it's the math for the population, right? And see that percentage? That's that math for it. Exactly. So yeah, definitely looking at the all for the population for sure. But they're wanting the math for it. Very good. Cool, right? Make sense? Okay, cool. It's fun times. Let's do another one. Anna wants to estimate mean number of siblings for each student in her school. So then she records the number of siblings for each of the 75 randomly selected students. What is the statistic? Statistic comes from a what? Exactly. Math for the sample. Sweet. So which one makes sense here? B? You like B? D. Yeah. See, the mean, see, that's math. Mean means like average. So we're saying like the average for selected students, right? We don't want all because that would be population. We're not looking for that. So this guy. Cool? Awesome, right? Okay, cool. Man, I'm loving this stuff. This is great. Oh man, we got more fill in the blank. Here we go. Descriptive and inferential. There you go. I'm going to talk just a tiny bit about this. It's not too big here. Are y'all okay with all the stuff up here? We're good there? Okay, cool. So descriptive is literally describing, like it's like telling you numbers and stuff like that. But when you're inferring something, it's about the population. So we're going to do a quick survey in here. We're going to do the survey a lot because I like this survey. Who in here likes pizza? Come on. Who in here likes pizza? Nope. Okay, good. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's go like 70%. Is that cool? 70%? We cool with that? 70%. I'm going to say this right now. 70% of all Americans love pizza. There it is. I just said it. Are y'all representative of all of America? No? Okay, I guess so. But see how I'm inferring something about it, right? I'm saying not just us, but all of America. Okay, so that's that leap forward. Because I can't put it on the census, I got to do something. And y'all are, easy to ask. Oh, okay, that was a yes, Chad moment, but I mean, it's okay. Y'all just totally didn't see it coming. Good? Oh, thank you. So this is gonna be a fun class, and y'all are totally stuck with me for 16 more weeks. I know. Best to get out now, right? No, I'm just joking. So we have a survey of 525 women, and found that more than this much primary investor. What is being described, and then what are you going to infer about that? Okay, so what's like the description? What's the math there? You just tell me what you think. Like you're describing it. How would you describe that? Just describing it. Just what happened. Just right here, like summarizing. No, let's just say summarizing. What would you say is summarizing here? No, nobody's only 4 choices. So we got 68% of women primary blah 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 investor, right? So that's what I'm saying right there. Look, there it is. It's just summarizing what we just saw. Well, just describing what's going on. 68% of women, blah, 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 right? I'm just summarizing. That's all I'm doing, right? Is that cool so far? Okay, now I want to infer something about this. And it says right here, women in the United States. So first off, what's the population here? Yeah, all of the United States, right? We're saying all the United States. So what would we say then about like all the United States? What makes sense here? Yeah, B. Yeah, exactly, because it says all the United States, right? There is an association between U.S. women being primary, whatever, blah, 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 blah. So again, we're just trying to say, I have only a sample. I can only get 525 people together, and that's fine. That's pretty good. And then I want to know what's going on outside of this. Good? Fun. Any questions? Do you want me to read this to you? I can put you to sleep by going and reading it. Identify the research objective. No, you don't want that? Could I go for Disney, though? What do you think? Disney would be cool with that? Oh, yes, Chad. We're not going to read it. I don't really care. And I don't really have an answer for this one, so I don't even know if it's on there. Let's just talk about it. So, conducting a poll saying, do you trust the majority of your neighbors? Wants to determine the percentage of all this who trust the majority of their neighbors. I have no idea what the question is really talking about, and I don't even know if I saw it on the homework, so I'm going to skip it. Is that okay? Like, I don't have it here. I don't know. I didn't make this workbook. I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm gonna scroll. Okay, cool. So fill in the blank. We can do that. Woo! Here we go. And this is some fun stuff here. We got qualitative, and quantitative. Qualitative versus quantitative. Okay. I'm just going to give you my Chad definition. Hello, my name's Chad. I'm going to say quantitative is mathy. Yeah, that's my little term for it, mathy. Basically, you can do math with it, right? So let's think of some stuff that you can do math with. Temperature in this room right now. You say, man, it's too hot. I don't know about y'all. Is it too hot here for y'all? No, I'm too hot because I'm the one talking so much. Yes, Chad. So anyways, but the temperature is a number, right? So I could say it's 5 degrees hotter in here than it is upstairs. Or I could say it's 10 degrees colder in here than it is outside, right? I can do math with it. So does it make sense so far, mathy stuff? So then qualitative is just not mathy. So there you go. It's not mathy. So here's a great example. What color t-shirt you're wearing today? Blue. There's not really any math with that. Does it make sense? Okay, cool. So there's a difference between math and not math. And I want you to help me go through this list here. Okay, so these are the options. We got qualitative, quantitative. Number of flights leaving the airport, which one is it? Yeah, quantitative, because it's mathy. You can say, oh, there was like 5 more that left today than yesterday, right? Something like that. You can do math with it. Favorite sport? Very good. Qualitative. Yeah. So it's just a name, right? Just a name. No math there. Age? Yep. Quantitative. I could say I'm this much older, you're that much older, da da da. We could do math with it. Zip code. Qualitative. Very good. Qualitative, because you can't do math with zip codes, right? 76543, right? Something around here. Hey, it's good to see you, James. And that's going to be on the recording now. So, no. Versus 76540. Oh man, we got 3 more than you. It doesn't make sense, right? So that's qualitative for sure. Gender. Qualitative, yep. Names, not mathy, that kind of thing. Social security number. Qualitative yet again, yeah. Because you can take your social security and try to add or subtract to another one. Doesn't make any sense, right? You're not going to get anything sensible there. So qualitative yet again. Cool? Yeah? Oh, yes, Chad. Yes, I love it. That's the theme of the day. Yes, Chad. I love it. Any questions? Any questions? No, you're cool with that? Okay. So more fill in the blanks. Here we go. We have discrete, which is already up there, and then continuous. Discrete and continuous. So if it is mathy, we can now split it up a little bit. Discrete, I'm gonna use my own Chad definitions here. I'm gonna say these are whole numbers. And you know what's actually interesting is the homework uses that terminology. So when you're going to go through and it says Is it qualitative, quantitative, discrete, continuous, or whatever? You can say whole numbers, and it'll say yes, that's correct. Okay, so that's the words that your homework will use. Continuous, I'm gonna say like all decimals. All decimals. I didn't spell that very well. Let me start over on that. All decimals. Not. I don't know how I would say this. You can't be precise, I guess you can say. So not precise, precise. I don't know. This is all just kind of Chad talking. I want to give you a lot of examples though, if that's okay. Are y'all cool though so far with discrete and continuous? Y'all like copied it down a little bit. Is the next question about it? Yeah, okay. So I have to go, like turn the page, so I'm gonna wait for a second. So you got whole numbers and then not whole numbers. Yeah, what's up? Like this? Oh, up, yeah. Oh, like this guy. Yeah. How about I can do that? Now you got everything. Is that cool? Thank you. Yeah, of course. All good. Okay. Sweet. Good with that? I'm gonna scroll now. So discrete continuous. Um, is that all of it? Yeah. So it says decide if it's discrete or continuous. And we're just gonna go down the list here. Basically, again, I'm gonna remind you these are whole numbers, and then these I would say are like all decimals. Okay, that's just a rough Chad definition. So, number of quarters that you put in a parking meter. What do you got? Yeah, discrete, whole numbers, right? You either put 2 quarters in, 3 quarters in. Can you put a half a quarter in? Can you like shave off part of a quarter and like kind of shove that metal in there? It's probably not good for it. The height above the ground when skydiving. Decimals for sure, right? Because like it's like ticking and you're like falling and all that stuff. So yeah, decimals. Therefore, yeah, continuous. Very good. Awesome. The time needed to take an exam. Continuous again, yeah. Because you can go down like, oh, it took me 1 hour, 58 minutes, 38 seconds, 98 milliseconds, blah, blah, blah. You can keep going forever, all these different decimals. So continuous. And then finally, the number of movie tickets you need. Yep, you got it. Discrete whole numbers. Yep, you got it. You either get a ticket or you don't get a ticket. Or you go in through the back door and don't tell anybody. What? I meant that's being recorded? I'm not advocating for that. Cool with that? Yeah? Awesome. So I have answers for this, but it was kind of a weird question, and I don't remember seeing it on the homework, but we're gonna try to talk about it. So they want to say identify individuals, variables, data, and qualitative, quantitative, discrete, continuous. I'm just going to kind of like fill in a lot of this stuff, if you don't mind, real quick, because I have the answers and it's kind of weird, and we'll talk about it as we go. So these guys over here are called individuals. Individuals, way over here, like this, like grouping, I guess you can say. And then all of this stuff here is the data. So I know that like if you don't have a workbook, I'm so sorry, but I'm just telling you, just watch it, I guess. I don't know. And they're going to say what are the variables, and these things up here are called variables. Variables. Okay. That's actually all I got. So yeah, I don't really care anymore. It's not that big of a deal. So when it comes to this stuff, individuals are like an individual, and then you got data about it. So in this case, they're saying Canada is a constitutional monarchy. That's weird. Is that true? Do they have a king in Canada? Am I wrong? I don't know either, man. I don't talk to them people. Anyways, so I don't know. Anyways, but this from Canada, they got all this other data from it. That's kind of what they're trying to say here. Okay. I don't know. There you go. Cool. Oh, man, you got it. Yeah. This is the good stuff here, and I'm so sad that it like got split up into 2 different halves. Like there's 1 half here and 1 half there. So I want to talk about them, but this is like a hard break into like new territory. Okay. Is my recording still going? I'm making sure that it is. Yeah, great. Yes, Chad. Um, um, so these 4 levels of measurement are 4 different ways of seeing data, I guess you can say. And I'm just going to give you the Chad definition for each one of these. So nominal, like all this stuff over here is whatever. I don't really care about that. So you just, if you're going to copy stuff down, nominal is names or labels. Names or labels, okay? That would be like your name, or maybe like the name of your favorite team or something like that. Nominal is just a name. Cool? No math at all. Ordinal is an order or a ranking. So that would be first, second, third, fourth, fifth, that kind of thing. And you can put things into order. Like, what's your favorite topping on pizza? List it out. So you're going to say like pepperoni, mushrooms, and bell peppers, right? So you're going down a list. I really like pepperoni the most, though. So I'm going to say that's the top, first, second, third. You getting me? All right, cool. Oh, yeah, thank you. Okay. All this other stuff I don't really care about right now. We'll just talk about it later. But yeah, just this over here. This is the important stuff right there. Good. Can I scroll? No, I can wait. I'm okay with waiting. And at any moment, y'all can take phone pictures if you like too. I know sometimes I tell my class, hey, if you have a phone, this is a good time to take a picture. Literally 50 things about. So it's fun though. I don't mind. Here's the others. So interval is it's numbers, but they could be negative or positive. So I'm going to say these are numbers, and it's math. I'm going to say like mathy numbers. So mathy numbers. That can be negative or positive. So just some quick examples, because I think this one's a little weird. We can do like temperature in degrees Fahrenheit or like degrees Celsius, right? Can you have a negative and a positive? Yeah. Okay, cool. What else can you have like a negative positive about? Like money in your bank account? No. That's it. No. Well, I mean, maybe. I don't know if you can have a negative. So temperature, that's a good one. Here's an odd one here. What about AM, PM? So I know that it doesn't seem so intuitive, but like negative, positive, but it's kind of differentiating between the two, right? I'm saying there's stuff before noon, and then I'm gonna say afternoon, right? So then that noon break is saying negative, positive in a way. Cool with that? Here's another one. BCAD. So again, we have like, and if you go back for BC stuff, it's like negatives. It's going backwards in years. You know what I mean? Like 100, 1,000, like going in reverse or whatever. So that would be another negative, positive, essentially. So those are just different examples. So far, so good. Last one. Ratio is mathy numbers. So I'm gonna say mathy numbers. But 0 is like nothing. 0 is empty. I don't know. I'm just putting Chad words to it. I'm going to give you some quick examples here. Let's say your height, or maybe your like age, or something like this. So I am 72 inches, or I'm at 50 inches, or I have kids that are like at 24 inches tall. Yeah, you get me so far? What if I had a kid that was 0 inches? You ain't got a kid. You get what I'm saying? What about age, right? So 40 years old, or I can go say I'm 25 years old, or I can say I'm 15 years old, or I can say I'm like 2 years old. What if I have a kid that's 0 years old? Yeah, you ain't got a kid. Or you're thinking, well, he's a baby. Because 0 in months. Yeah, okay. Let's just say 0 is no kid, right? We ain't got a kid, so they haven't grown yet. Cool. Okay, good. All right. I don't know about this stuff. I just ignore it. Let's just talk about this stuff here, okay? So that's my 4 options. So it says, which of these is the data that they give us? And they say this is a sample of fish, and it's their mass. It's their weight, essentially, how heavy they are. What would this data be classified as out of those 4? Take a guess. I'm okay with it. First off, is it mathy? Can we do math with this stuff? Okay, so if it's mathy, then we basically have 2 different options. I have the interval, which is the negative positive, and then we have the ratio, which is basically only positive. Like 0 means it's done. What would make the most sense here? Ratio for sure. Exactly. Because again, it's like the weight basically of how much fish. So if you have a fish that's 22, you have a fish, or it's fish that's like 10, fish that's like 2, and then you got a fish that's 0. Can you have a fish that's 0? Not a fish. It's a ratio. Qualitative or quantitative? Which one makes sense in this case? Quantitative, mathy. Yep. These numbers, would you say that they're whole numbers or they're decimals? Yeah, they're decimals. Yeah. Okay. So again, let me rewrite these. These are decimals. Decimals. And this is mathy. Okay, cool. This one was a weird question for me, and I think we have to like read it here. So this is actually part A, and this is part B. So the graph shows average income, blah 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 blah, for the years. So identify level of measurement for the horizontal axis. They're basically saying like this chunk right here, years. So what would years be out of those 4? Let me list them back out here right quick. So we got nominal, we got ordinal, we got interval, we got ratio. Ratio. Name and label, order ranking, negative positive, or ratio is like 0 is the end right there. Which one makes sense here? Ordinal, so it's like an order. You can put first, second, third. Interval, that is correct actually. Because you're talking years, again, it goes back to the BC AD stuff. And I know, yeah, and I know that right now it doesn't make a lot of sense because it's like, oh, it's only in the 2000s, but it's still a year. And so maybe they were doing studies of annual income in negative BC years. I don't know. Kind of sounds weird. But there you go. Good. That was exactly right. If you're talking about years, interval. What about the vertical axis here? Annual income. Which one would it be here in this case? Income. Money. Ratio. That's right. Because again, we're talking, I keep doing that N at the end, because we're doing math with it, right? And what if you have $0 income? You ain't making money, right? Is this okay? Okay, cool. Oh, thank you. We're gonna do the Magic School Bus tour pretty soon. What? Yeah, that's going down to the math lab. Do y'all know Magic School Bus? Okay, cool. So that's what we're gonna do here in a few minutes. So I want to do this right quick. Go through these guys since we're like hot on it, and then we're done. How about that? So this here, and then Magic School Bus tour. Sound good? Good first day. Yeah. All right. So here's the 4 options. You're gonna just start listing it out. Length of a song. What do we got? So length, time makes me think AM PM, but say it. Ratio because 0 length is no song at all. Yeah, exactly. Yep. So we have to kind of think all that stuff. Gender, nominal because it's just a name, right? Nominal. There's no math there. Political parties, nominal again, just names. Just names. Number of days that you studied. Ratio, very good, because you could say I studied 0 days. You can't have negative days, right? Very good. Top 5 books. Ordinal for sure. See how they have the little rankings right here on the side? Ordinal, there you go. Because of those numbers on the side, order ranking, yeah? If they didn't have it, then I would just say nominal because there's names. Year of birth, what do you think? Interval, yep. As soon as you see year, it's interval. Again, BC AD. It says year of birth. They didn't say it was Julius Caesar or not. Boom, gotcha. So BC, okay, whatever. So temperatures in Colorado. Let's just be clear here. Interval again, because they can be negative or positive, right? What if I had replaced it with Texas? What do we got now? Ratio, exactly. Don't go below 0. I'm just playing with you guys. That was a joke. Oh, it was a terrible joke. I'm so sorry, but it's on YouTube now forever. So letter grade earned in your class. I'm thinking nominal. If you don't mind, I have to go and check. I put ordinal question mark. So yeah, I'm thinking nominal because it is just a name, right? But let's just talk about ordinal for a second. What if there was a ranking to it, right? Because clearly A is better than B is better than C, right? As we keep going, because y'all aren't going to D or F this class, right? Y'all are all going to pass. Sorry, there's something in my eye. My bad. So, what do y'all think? Just a name, or is there a ranking to it? Let's do some voting here. Who wants to say just a name? Just a name? Yeah, that's probably it. Who says there's a ranking though? Come on. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I know it's kind of a weird thing. So on the homework, I'm gonna put a big question mark and get it wrong, and then I'm gonna go back and do it again. Probably nominal. Okay. We're done. I'm done with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit stop recording,